So you're asking God, what should you pick? I was talking to him earlier about this idea, the idea of his will and what we desire, and this is essentially my opinion on this matter. God does know the plans that he has for you. He's got wonderful plans for you. There is still, I believe, an element of choice. Why do I believe that? Where are we? 1 Kings chapter 3 and verse, 5. At Gibeon the Lord appeared to Solomon during the night in a dream, and God said, "Ask for whatever you want me to give you." Ask for whatever you want me to give you. You know, sometimes we can be so concerned with the right road that we don't realize there's more than one road that leads to Rome. I mean, God absolutely has great ideas. He knows what is good, and if you ask him, you know, God's going to give you some great ideas. He's going to give you great strategies. My daughter came down today with a few colours, and she said, "Which one should I pick?" And I said, "They're all good. What do you want?" They're all good. What do you want? So she narrowed it down to 2 from 5, and she said she didn't know. She was hoping that I would tell her which one. She was hoping that I would tell her which one. But the thing is, and this is the point where I absolutely laughed, because this was the sort of thing I was talking to God about. The thing is, they're all good. And if they're all good, God is going to give you the opportunity to pick one. He already knows what's going to look good. For example, I know that she needs a hair bobble. She's not bringing me a hair bobble, a bucket, a shoe, and a pillowcase. In which case there would be a real clear answer. Well, those aren't good. That's not going to work out for you. That's not going to do what you need it to do. But in this case, she was bringing something to me and saying, which one of these should I pick? But they're all good. They are all good. Daughter, what's your preference? Now, if there was 1 or 2 that were not good, then of course I'm going to lean towards the one that is actually good. But they're all good. They all will serve this purpose. Which one do you want? Which colour do you want? I think we have to... Here's the thing. I could sit and wait for God's will to hit me up the face. Which it probably won't. He would probably be very cross at me for just sitting on my backside and waiting permanently for him. At the same time, he doesn't want us to always move steam straight ahead without really connecting with him. Where is it? Where is that middle ground? Can I suggest that the middle ground is more like a zigzag? And it's more of a flow. The question is, what are you asking about? What's it in relation to? Because sometimes he will say it's better for you just to hold off and you should wait for him. Sometimes it's going to be better for you to move and actually put into action. But a lot of the time I feel like there's so many of us that, my whole prayer my entire life was, I just want your will. I just want your will. And it's like my daughter just coming and asking me, I just want you to pick one. I just want you to pick one. And God's like, I have made you so unique. You are so special, so different. You have you have a unique fingerprint that only you can place. And when you come to him and you've got good things, tell me, which parent says to their child, no, 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 when their child asks them, like when I say child, I mean an adult, a young adult says to their parents, hey, I'm considering being a doctor or a lawyer or a beautician. A good parent is going to first say, what would you like to do? These are all good choices. Now, if the young adult comes and says and asks their parent, hey, I'm deciding, I don't know whether to pick a doctor, a lawyer, a beautician, or just to be on job seekers and not work. What do you think they're going to say? The good parent is going to say, well, let's not do the last one. That's not really a good option, but the other three, those are really good choices. Which one do you want? And I have just been waiting for so long for God to maneuver me. For him to maneuver me. Yes, there will be a maneuvering. It will be at its appointed time. But there's an aspect where I have to actually be involved. I have to actually decide, where am I going to go, which way, which colour. These are all good choices. What do you want to do, child? You pick. Look, if you've been struggling with trying to work out where God's will is for you, ask him. Ask him what he thinks of these options. You will know if it's a no, because it will be a no. Consider the child in the middle of a playground that asks their father, should I play on the swing or the slide, or should I do the climbing frame or the little merry-go-round? Daddy's going to say, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Because this is a safe space, this area here. These choices are safe choices. Now, it would be a different story. It would be a hard no if the little child asked their dad, hey, can I go and play on the motorbike outside of the playground? That would be a hard no. There is a bit of common sense here. What are you asking about? What are your choices? What are your options? God will absolutely guide you if you ask him to guide you. You ask him to lead you. Lead me to the, just like the servant, Abraham's servant asked, please, let this be, this how I will know. But there is still an element there of, what do you want? Actually, let's go there. Come on, let's go there. Let's see if my skills are up to the challenge here. Let's go. Genesis. Oh God, let's see. Genesis chapter 24, verse 14. Let the young woman to whom I shall say, please let down your jar that I may drink, and who shall say, drink and I will water your camels. Let her be the one whom you have appointed for your servant Isaac. She has already been appointed. Yes, God does pre-plan things. God already has good things in store for you. That does not mean that you are a robot though. You have choice, you have free will. God honors those things. She was appointed. And by this I shall know. And let's just go to read. Because I want to read Rebecca's response. Still in chapter 24, 55, her brother and mother said, "Let the young woman remain with us a while, at least 10 days. After that she may go." But he said to them, "Do not delay me. Since the Lord has prospered my way, God prospers your way. Send me away that I may go to my master." They said, "Let us call the young woman and ask her." And they called Rebekah and said to her, "Will you go with this man?" She said, "I will go. I will go." So here we can see that she was appointed to be the wife. God had already selected her to be the wife. There is still the question of, what does she want? Let us call the young woman and ask her, "Will you go with this man?" God has already prospered your way. Will you go this way or that way? God's not surprised. We couldn't surprise him if we tried. God knows when the very strands on your head will turn grey. He knows the moment that you'll see it. He knows the moment it appeared. He knows every spot and every freckle. Just everything. Sometimes we put ourselves too far above, and we don't give him enough credit for where he is. All knowing. He knows everything. He's not surprised. Ask him which one. If it's a hard no, you will hear the no. If they're all good options, if it's a swing, slide, climbing frame, it might just be a, "Child, what do you want to do? Which one do you want to pick? What do you like most?" Look, I hope this has blessed you. I know it's not an easy topic. If you've enjoyed this message and you've watched it the full length, please leave me a little emoji of some swings or some slides. And comments are great, likes are great, it really encourages me. Share the video, subscribe to the channel, come and join me. Look, I hope you have a great day. May God bless you. May God reveal to you. May God speak to you clearly, that you would hear clearly and see clearly. This is not... God's already got it. Don't worry, just chill. God's already got it. God is good. God bless.